One day, life will test you. Not when you're ready. Not when everything is perfect. Not when you finally figured everything out. It will come when you least expect it. A phone call, a rejection, a breakup, a financial problem, a betrayal, a failure, a door closing that you thought would always remain open. And in that moment, you will discover something about yourself. You'll discover whether you built a mind that can handle pressure, because anyone can feel strong. When everything is going well, anyone can be confident. When they are winning, anyone can be positive. When life is giving them what they want. But strength isn't built during easy seasons. Strength is built before the storm. So don't wait until you're broken to start becoming strong. Don't wait until you lose everything to learn how to stand alone. Don't wait until you fail to learn how to recover. Don't wait until life becomes difficult to develop discipline. Build yourself now, while you still have peace, while you still have time. Because one of the greatest advantages you can give yourself is preparation. You don't know what life will bring, but you can decide who you will be when it arrives. Every time you run from discomfort, you teach yourself that discomfort is dangerous. You don't want to wake up, you stay in bed. You don't want to work, you procrastinate. You don't want to exercise, you skip it. You don't want to have a conversation, you avoid it. You don't want to hear criticism, you surround yourself with people who agree with everything you say. It feels good, but it makes you weaker, because your mind learns. When something is uncomfortable, escape. And eventually, the smallest problems become overwhelming. So reverse the training. Do difficult things voluntarily. Wake up when you said you would. Finish the workout. Complete the assignment. Read the difficult book. Have the uncomfortable conversation. Spend time without your phone. Say no to something you don't need. Do the work when nobody is watching. Every time you choose discomfort, you become more capable. You are teaching your mind, I don't need comfort to function. That's powerful, because when life eventually becomes uncomfortable, you won't panic. You'll recognize a feeling. You'll know how to continue. There are things you control, and there are things you don't. You control your effort. You don't control the result. You control your preparation. You don't control the opportunity. You control your response. You don't control another person's behavior. You control your words. You don't control what people say about you. And yet, people waste enormous amounts of energy trying to control things that were never theirs to control. They worry about opinions. They obsess over the past. They replay conversations. They predict disasters. They try to make everyone like them. They try to control who stays. And eventually, they exhaust themselves. A strong mind asks a different question. What is actually in my control? Then it focuses there. Someone doesn't respect you? Control your response. Someone rejects you? Control your next move. Something goes wrong? Control your effort. Your plan fails? Create another plan. You cannot control the storm, but you can control how you stand in it. Rejection will hurt. Don't pretend it won't. But rejection doesn't have to destroy you. Someone can say no, and you can continue. A company can reject you, and you can apply somewhere else. Someone can leave, and you can rebuild your life. A business can fail, and you can start again. An opportunity can disappear, and you can create another. The problem isn't rejection. The problem is what you decide rejection means. If rejection means, I'm worthless, you will break. But if rejection means, this wasn't the right opportunity, you can continue. If failure means, I'm a failure, you'll quit. But if failure means, I learned something, you'll improve. Never turn an event into an identity. You failed. You are not a failure. You were rejected. You are not unwanted. You lost. You are not a loser. You made a mistake. You are not a mistake. Separate what happened from who you are. That's how you protect your identity. When life becomes difficult, one of the greatest weaknesses is needing everyone to understand you. You explain yourself. You defend yourself. You chase people. You seek approval. You try to convince everyone that you're doing the right thing. Stop. You don't need everyone to understand your journey. Some people will misunderstand you. Some people will underestimate you. Some people will criticize you. Some people will leave. Let them. You don't have enough energy to live your life and simultaneously manage everyone's opinion of you. Choose your direction. Know your values. Know what you're building. Then move, silently if necessary. You don't need to announce every change. You don't need to tell everyone you're becoming disciplined. Become disciplined. You don't need to announce your comeback. Build it. You don't need to prove you're strong. Become strong. Eventually, your results will explain everything that your words couldn't. There will be days when nobody knows you're struggling. Nobody calls. Nobody checks. Nobody understands. And that's when you need to know how to take care of yourself. Not in a selfish way, in a responsible way. Learn how to calm yourself. Learn how to encourage yourself. Learn how to organize your life. Learn how to solve problems. Learn when to rest. Learn when to ask for help. Learn when to walk away. You can love people deeply without making them responsible for your emotional stability. That's maturity, because if your entire emotional state depends on another person, you have given them control over you. Build yourself. Have friends. Have family. Build meaningful relationships. But don't abandon yourself. Every time someone disappoints you, you need to be able to say, I'm hurt, but I'll be okay. I'm disappointed, but I'll continue. I'm alone right now, but I'm not lost. That is strength. Want to know how confidence is really built? Not through motivational quotes, not through compliments, not through pretending to be fearless. Confidence comes from evidence. You tell yourself, I'll wake up at 6. Then you wake up. I'll train today. Then you train. I'll finish this project. Then you finish it. I'll stop wasting my evenings. Then you protect your evenings. Every time you keep a promise, you send a message to your brain. I can trust myself. And that changes everything. Because when life gets difficult, you need to trust the person standing in the mirror. You need to know, I won't abandon myself. I won't quit at the first obstacle. I won't destroy my future for temporary comfort. I'll keep moving. Start small. Don't promise yourself an impossible transformation. Make one promise. Keep it. Then another. Keep that one too. Over time, those small promises create identity. You become disciplined because you repeatedly act with discipline. You become resilient because you repeatedly recover. You become confident because you've given yourself evidence. One day, the storm will come. Maybe it already has. Maybe you're in it right now. And if you are, listen carefully. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't need to know how the entire story ends. You only need to know what you're going to do next. Take the next step. Make the next decision. Complete the next task. Get through the next hour. Sometimes strength isn't about conquering the entire mountain. Sometimes strength is simply refusing to stop climbing. There will be moments when you're exhausted. Keep going carefully. There will be moments when you're afraid. Move anyway. There will be moments when you don't know what to do. Pause. Think. Then take the next step. You don't have to be fearless. You have to be resilient. Because life isn't going to ask you whether you're ready. It will simply happen. The relationship may end. The job may disappear. The money may run out. The plan may fail. The person you trusted may disappoint you. And when those things happen, your preparation will matter. Your discipline will matter. Your emotional control will matter. Your ability to recover will matter. That's why you train now, before the storm, before the rejection, before the failure, before the loss, before the uncertainty. Build your mind. Build your body. Build your skills. Build your character. Build your relationships. Build your financial discipline. Build your self-respect. Build your ability to sit in discomfort without running away, because you don't know what life is preparing to ask of you, but you can prepare yourself to answer. And remember this, being mentally strong doesn't mean nothing can hurt you. It means pain doesn't get to decide who you become. You can be hurt and still move forward. You can be disappointed and still remain kind. You can lose and still rebuild. You can be rejected and still believe in yourself. You can be alone and still feel whole. You can fail and still try again. That's what makes you difficult to destroy. Not because you're made of stone, because you know how to rebuild. So before life breaks you, build yourself. Before pressure arrives, build discipline. Before rejection arrives, build self-worth. Before failure arrives, build resilience. Before loneliness arrives, learn to stand alone. Before chaos arrives, learn to control your mind. And when the storm eventually comes, don't ask, why is this happening? Ask, who am I going to become because of this? That question puts your power back in your hands. Maybe life will knock you down. Fine, get up. Maybe life will break your plans. Build new ones. Maybe someone will leave. Let them. Maybe you will fail. Learn. Maybe you'll have to start over. Start, because starting over isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the beginning of your strongest chapter. One day you'll look back and realize the hardest seasons of your life didn't destroy you. They trained you. They taught you patience. They taught you discipline. They taught you who you were. They taught you who you weren't. They taught you what matters. And most importantly, they taught you that you can survive things you once believed would destroy you. So don't fear the future. Prepare for it. Don't pray for a life without challenges. Build the strength to face them. Don't spend your life trying to avoid pain. Learn how to transform it. And don't wait until you're broken to become strong. Build yourself now, because when the storm comes, you won't become the person you wish you were. You will become the person you've trained yourself to be. Final on-screen text. Before life breaks you, build yourself. Train your mind. Control your response. Keep moving. Elevate mindset.